Head of the World Health Organization says African nations are being left behind on vaccines. Around 13% of South Africa's population is fully vaccinated. More than half the people in the EU and US have received their shots. South Africa's cabinet ministers met today to discuss more economic stimulus, including a basic income grant. The South African economy grew faster than expected in 1.2%. Now, over the last year, the South Africa's the JSE All-Share Index is up roughly 7%. Leila Fourie is the CEO of the Johannesburg Stock Exchange and joins me now. It is good to have you. Thank you, ma'am, for taking time. The reality is the South African economy and the companies that therefore make up your exchange are going to still be hit hard, despite maybe a bounce back because of pent-up demand. Do you think the government's doing enough to reflate and inflate the economy?
Certainly, Richard, a lot has happened in the last 6 months. In fact, I'd argue that we've seen more economic and policy reform in the last 6 months than we've seen in the last 15 years. The government has introduced semi-privatization of South African Airways. They've introduced the promise of spectrum. They've also looking at electricity reform, and they've taken a very strong zero tolerance on corruption. And all of those elements are encouraging progress. And we are also seeing significant uptake in vaccine rollout.
So on this question of attracting companies to the exchange, I saw 20 or so delisted last year. I mean, what is the reason why a company would want to come to the JSE?
Richard, South Africa, in terms of emerging markets, punches way above its real economy weight. We're the 18th largest exchange by market capitalization and the 33rd largest by GDP. So you can see deep and liquid markets in the emerging markets. We also have a number of single stocks which are deeply discounted and have excellent value to add. In terms of our commodities market, we've seen an enormous surge in the commodities market too.
You are on record as saying the thing that keeps you up at night is capital flight. And I can understand why. I bet you regret saying that in that particular quote. It's going to come back to haunt you. But the reality is capital flight has been an issue in Southern Africa for many years. And following state capture and the poor performance of the economy, I can see why you're worried. Do you see any evidence of it stopping?
Richard, the green shoots that I am seeing is really in the bond market. So yes, certainly we have seen systematic outflows in the equity market. However, if we look at the bond market over the year to date, we are up 37 billion rand. Last year this time, we were down 58 billion. And so that sends a strong message that investors are now starting to believe the economic transformation, and there is a bounce back in confidence in the government.
Finally, when you think of what happened during the Gupta years, and I know there are charges pending, etc., do you now say and believe that it couldn't happen again?
I think, Richard, what we're seeing is that the president has taken a strident and very strong stance against corruption. He's appointed a number of credible leaders in organs of state and institutions focused on rooting out corruption. And the measures send a very important zero tolerance of corruptions. It says that our institutions are intact and that no one is above the law. The ANC recently instituted a step-aside rule, which saw a number of prominent leaders being called to step down. And the incarceration of a number of prominent leaders are also a very strong signal. So I can say that we have strong institutions and there is a political will in the ruling party to address corruption head on.
Leila Fourie, the CEO of the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. Again, I think you're another first time that you've been on Cressween's Business. I promise you it won't be the last. I'm grateful you've given us time tonight. Thank you, ma'am.